Welcome to our 2025 spring market update. It is March and we're in beautiful downtown Scottsdale at the waterfront. And it's actually warming up a bit this time of year.
A little bit.
Yeah. So just to kind of give a quick real estate update, we're at 28,600 listings in the MLS. That's up year over year, 8,000 listings. So we had 20,000 last March and we have 28,000 right now. Not surprising that we're up in listings. We are entering our spring selling season. So that's very typical for this time of year. And
so that's more normalized supply then.
So 28,000 is a very normal supply of inventory. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're actually in many parts of the valley in a buyer's market or a balanced market.
Yep.
And definitely balanced, but in some areas it's shifted to a buyer's market.
Yeah,
for sure.
If you look at like the outskirts of Phoenix Metro, your Queen Creeks, Buckeyes, those are in buyer's markets. So there's definitely deals on the buyer side to be had there.
Absolutely.
In the current market.
You bet. And so that's kind of the quick real estate update. What's happening in the mortgage part?
Yeah, so we haven't really seen much movement in mortgage rates. They've remained under 7% for the entire month of March, which is good. It provides stability for buyers. They have an understanding of what they're financing. When rates are in volatility mode, buyers stay on the fence because they're unsure if they're getting a good deal or not.
Right.
They want to time the market per se, which we know is impossible.
Yeah.
And with the rates kind of remaining pretty stagnant, it does allow buyers to get off the fence, have an understanding of what everything looks like in the broad scheme of things, and could catch a deal in this current market just depending on the area that they're looking in. So
absolutely,
I would anticipate going into the summer months with all of this active inventory that's come onto the market, with it being more balanced, that buyers do have the opportunity to kind of seize something and still get concessions just because homes have been sitting a little bit longer.
So active days on market, we're still around 78 days on market.
Okay.
So not bad.
Yeah. There are concessions still out there available to buyers to lower interest rate over the time period. But if I had to kind of speculate as to where rates are going to go, I would say that they're probably going to remain relatively flat in that 6.5 to 6.75 range. I do think we've peaked at that 7% mark, hopefully. Any unforeseen things happening could skew that a little bit, but I do think that we're still in a downward trajectory overall from a mortgage rate perspective.
Yeah, it seems that way. So in speaking about rates and loan programs, we were talking offline before we started about some products that you guys offer.
Yep.
One of the FHA Boost program.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we moved to Movement Mortgage, and that's first and foremost.
That's big news.
Our entire team, it's an awesome opportunity for us. The leadership that we had at our prior company before this last company we were at all moved over to Movement. They're great people. We have a lot more value that we can offer to clients, servicing a lot of in-house loan products. One specifically is the FHA Boost program, designed more so for first-time home buyers, but you don't have to necessarily be a first-time home buyer. What it is it's 5% of the purchase price in a grant that goes towards down payment and closing costs. So you get your entire FHA down payment covered and a portion of the closing costs covered.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, really, for a first-time home buyer.
Yeah, and the rates are lower than FHA loans. So it's almost a no-brainer.
And this is a grant, not a silent second or not.
It does have a second attached to it.
Okay.
2% higher than what you lock out on your first over a 10-year period.
10-year period.
But we're using these on clients that may not even need the grant, simply because they can take that, put it in reserve, so they have a savings account, they can invest that elsewhere. Their payment only goes up a nominal amount as long as they qualify for that in standard FHA qualifications. In my opinion, it's the best program on the market right now for any homes under 550.
Right. So if you're in that FHA area, that's something that you should definitely look at.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
And it's not going away. It's not a state-backed program that everyone else has. It's serviced by us at Movement. So it's unique to us and something that we offer in perpetuity.
Good. Awesome. Anything else about Movement Mortgage that we should know about? I mean, people in Arizona may not know.
Yeah, it doesn't have a huge base here in Arizona per se. They're bigger in North Carolina where their corporate office is, and up in the Seattle area. Our goal is to grow it out, but they do a lot of philanthropic efforts. So their goal is to take half of their profits and build schools and serve underserved communities. So they have built 8 schools so far.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're working on 3 more this year.
That's great.
A lot of the efforts that go into this go directly to them. So if a buyer buys with us, they're providing 50 backpacks or textbooks or whatever it may be. That's, in my opinion, one of the cooler things that goes into things like this, because it's more than mortgages for us.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's great. That's really great. Good. Well, anything else?
That's all I got. If you have any questions for us, feel free to reach out, shoot us a DM, give us a call.
Yeah.
We're around.
All right. Thanks.